In this video, we will be learning alternate nostril breathing, also known as Nadi Shodhana. So for this practice, we can make sure we find a nice tall spine. So if we're seated in a chair, have our feet flat on the ground, and we can keep those shoulders rolling down and back, chest gently lifting to the sky as our chin hugs back toward the throat. The tall spine is important for any meditation practice. Nice long spine. You can also be seated cross-legged on the floor, an easy pose, maybe hero pose, you can lay on your back with your legs outstretched. Once you've found your comfortable seat, we can allow the left hand to just relax down in the leg or wherever is comfortable. We'll be using the right hand to block off the nostrils. So I like to take my first two fingers and tuck them in so that I can use the thumb and the ring finger of my right hand. So the thumb blocks off the right nostril and the ring finger blocks off the left nostril. We want to make sure that we're not pressing into the side of our nose here because we have a lot of tiny little blood vessels in there that we don't want to hurt. So let's just gently block off coming from the bottom and just plugging it. So first, you can also just use the thumb if that's uncomfortable. You can just use the thumb and switch them back and forth. Maybe you can bring the peace fingers up here between the brow. You find what works for you. Try a couple different options and you'll find what works. So first, let's just tune into our breath. Close the eyes down for just a moment. Feel the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Notice the breath. Resist the urge to change it just yet. Maybe just make a few mental notes about how deep or shallow it is, how smooth or how choppy. That way, when we do our alternate nostril breathing and then come back to the normal breath after, maybe we'll notice some changes. Often that's the case. So to begin, we'll block off the right nostril. I'll like to use my thumb, block off the right nostril, and together we'll exhale out all of our air through the left nostril. Inhale through that left nostril. We pause at the top, switch out the fingers, block off the left nostril, and exhale through the right. Keeping the fingers where they are, we'll inhale through the right nostril. We pause, switch, block off the right, and exhale through the left. That completes one round of Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So again, inhale through the left. Pause, switch it out, and exhale right. Inhale through the right. Pause, switch it out, exhale through the left. So we're only switching our fingers after the inhale. So we inhale again through the left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale through the right. Pause, switch it out, and exhale left. Once you've got the feel for it, go ahead and close down the eyes. Continue with that breath, inhaling, switching out the fingers, and exhaling through the other side. And then inhaling, keeping the fingers where they are, switching them out, exhaling the other side. Just continue with that for a few moments. Traditional Nadi Shodhana brings clarity to the mind. It is meant to balance the hemispheres of the brain, balance masculine and feminine, creativity and logic, dark and light. If you notice that the mind has wandered away or that you messed up the breath, just be kind to yourself. Let go of any distracting thoughts. And simply bring your awareness back to the breath. And when you're feeling complete, release that right hand down into the leg or the lap, whatever feels comfortable. And breathe smoothly in and out of both nostrils equally. Noticing sensation as you can finally breathe through both nostrils. Maybe you notice that the nasal passageways are more open, cleansed now. And just breathe like this for a few moments. Focusing on the feeling of the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. And when you feel complete, take a moment to acknowledge yourself, putting in the effort to cultivate peace in the mind. It's a practice. It's not something that happens instantly, which is why we call it a practice of meditation. Over time, we cultivate these skills, we cultivate stillness, we cultivate equanimity, we cultivate spaciousness so that when emotions arise, they don't completely control or dominate us. We can simply work with them in a more practical way. And then set an intention for the rest of the day, how you'd like to move into the world after cultivating this moment of quietness, of compassion for yourself and others, of love for yourself and others. That's Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing.